This Road to Prosperity video is sponsored by Vandergraaf. Visit vandergraaf.com to learn more about how their advanced drum motor technology reduces maintenance costs while delivering reliability and longevity for belt conveyors operating in the harshest of environments.
Nathan, kind of what you've characterized here is that business is good, materials are getting put on the ground and going into projects, and they will in the infrastructure realm maybe at a better pace or rate than we've seen. There's still those headwinds. I mean, inflation's a big thing. Labor, that's something we've been dealing with for years. What's happening on that front? Do you see any improvements, workarounds? How do you describe what you're feeling with challenges like those? And is there anything else developing, surfacing on the challenge front that's kind of new?
No, that's a great question. So one of the things that we've seen, and we changed our business model about 5 years ago to focus really aggressively on margin generation and set a marker for EBITDA contribution that we wanted to see at the parent company level. And we've executed that. We suffered almost zero margin compression over the last 2 years, which I think is extraordinary performance considering the hyperinflationary environment that you just referenced over the last 2 years. Hyperinflationary environment in almost every asset category, whether it's labor, wages, whether it's steel, whether it's cement, whether it's ags, you name it, hyperinflation was real. I think we've managed that very, very well. Drove price where we could drive price, control costs where we could control costs. And what we're seeing in the M&A side is that there's a lot of producers that got caught flat-footed, that weren't actively managing and controlling costs and moving price where they could to offset some of the hyperinflationary situations that we were dealing with. So I'm very proud of our team and our execution in the last couple of years, and that's enabled us to keep our foot on that acquisition strategy, keep our foot on the gas in the acquisition strategy. That's also helping us in the valuation where we saw producers maybe they didn't manage their businesses well, and their profits suffered as a function of that, giving us some better deal value, if you will. As it relates to supply chain, Kevin, we're finally starting to see some things moderate. Definitely had some challenges in getting our heavy equipment delivered over the last couple of seasons. You've heard it 1,000 times, whether it was motors, switches, chips, parts, whatever. But we're finally starting to see some of that moderate a little bit. So I see that continuing to ease into 2024, making kind of our CapEx lift a little bit easier going into next year.
How is your planning because of the change with the supply chain been impacted? Everything I understand is that historically, you go back 5, 10, 15 years ago, you can start to share your plans with your vendors and expect to get your deliveries when you need them for the following production season. But if you don't have your ducks in a row at this time of year here in 2023, you may not get those deliverables in 2024. Is that still fair to say?
That's still fair to say. In 2022, we received less than half of the capital equipment that we had ordered and had expected for delivery in 2022. And that definitely had negative impacts. We're all running some equipment longer than we wanted to. Replacement parts became challenging because we're running equipment longer than what we had expected. But again, that just comes down to management. And you see those things developing. How do you react to it? More importantly, how do you be proactive when you know that the supply chain challenges that we had were going to be multiple seasons long? Get out in front of it, manage your way through it. So that's just what's fun about managing a business. Love the challenges. Within chaos lies opportunities. And so, I've really enjoyed the last couple of years of difficult operating environments. But we've got a good team and we've managed our way through it really, really well.
Nathan, is there anything else you'd like to share with us? Anything you want to put out there to Pit and Quarry readers about BMC or things, observations you have about the market?
I think the biggest thing that we're excited about, as I said, the acquisition opportunities are limitless, and we're really looking to continue to build out a lot more of a super regional footprint, definitely with that ags focus, because that's something that we can build around. If we can ags first in any new market. We've got NDAs in 6 or 7 different states right now, really trying to build out a bigger footprint. Get an ags deal, build around that, backfill it with ready mix, backfill it with products, building materials, etc. But yeah, that's the biggest thing for us right now is we're excited about the operating environment. We're excited about our financial performance right now and our ability to grow and trying to capitalize on this opportunity right now.
Thank you to Vandergraaf for sponsoring this Road to Prosperity video. To learn more about how their advanced drum motor technology reduces maintenance costs while delivering reliability and longevity for belt conveyors operating in the harshest of environments, visit vandergraaf.com.